What's up? It's your boy Ken, Kenneth the Kenny, and we're back with another video. Told y'all I was gonna be recording again. I told y'all I was gonna be continuing with this vlog. I was not joking. So, not like I said, my goal is to not teach y'all like what I'm going through or tell y'all exactly what I'm going through step by step because I'm learning and I'm a student and it's a lot of information. But I will like be documenting my journey, like just uh, doing this every day, basically. Like I realized I probably shouldn't stop vlogging on Saturday and Sunday because that's gonna throw me off. And if once I stop doing something, if I skip it, it's hard to get me back on track, and that's with anything. So my goal is to try to at least record every single day. And before we start this video, burn this ancestor money, my ancestors, my spirit guides, guardian angels, all known and unknown, all kindred spirits, all elemental spirits. This is a little ritual I do like before I usually record my podcast. People do want to know what I be doing. So I'm gonna put y'all on to something. I burn ancestor money for my ancestors. A lot of people, I know y'all believe in ancestors because you got to. Ancestors, the person that was here before you, transition. And a lot of times we think that people who pass away goes to heaven or hell, but that's not really true. Unless that person truly believe was a true believer in Christ and believe like they was perfect. Like when I understand like heaven is what you created to be a solid mindset. Hell is too. So when people feel like they go to hell, when a person said, "Oh, I died and I seen hell," that's because that person's beliefs like believe like they will really go to hell. So it's not really hell. It's that person thinking not like that's where they supposed to go or that's what who they are. But it's not about no religion conversation. This conversation is like I said about computers and cybersecurity. Like I said, my goal is to document my journey and let y'all know that y'all can do this too. You don't have to take the route I'm taking. If you don't got the money, or it ain't about having the money, it's like if you don't have the time, like you can get start your cybersecurity journey on YouTube. I didn't. I wish I had started mine. I wish I had been searching it, but it was crazy. I think that I don't. I forgot. I think I said in the last video how I came across cybersecurity, but I think I did. So I'm not going to be repeating myself as much. I already peeped myself when I say my goal is like I hate what I said now. Every time I say my goal is gonna trigger something, my head say, "Dang, why you say that?" And then I'm gonna get messed up in my conversation. So what we're gonna do today is just talk a little about like what I learned. What was yesterday's lesson? I was on lesson 4 yesterday. I learned about IPs, IP addresses, binary, bunch of stuff y'all probably don't understand. That's why I'm not going to talk about computers because if I be saying that, it's going to be like it's blur. It's blur. It's another language, and that's what I'm realizing. Computers, learning about computers, it's another language. So when I say I can, this career could take me to India. It could take me to London. It could take me to Africa because everybody who speaks computers, it's all one language. So I don't necessarily have to speak a different language to learn. I mean, to move somewhere and get a good paying job. Like literally in India, cybersecurity people are getting paid 500 racks a year, and that's probably in their currency, but still, like, just imagine. And that's not my. I don't even know. I don't even know why I told y'all that, but still, people's getting paid off cybersecurity because it's so many bad guys out there. It's not enough good guys in cyber. It's not enough good guys that's trying to stop people from hacking. It's trying to stop people from scamming. Most of the people who's making the money, they're bad guys. Like I said, this is a $6 trillion industry of cyber people's information, data, money being stolen. Like, so my goal is to protect myself, protect my family, and put y'all on so y'all can protect yourselves and y'all family. So, like I said, I can't teach you what I'm going to, but I can tell you, hey, you can take this comp TIA course on YouTube, and it's like 3 hours, so you can go back and forth when you want to. As soon as I go learn something else, I could put say, "Hey, this is what I'm learning." So you can go on YouTube and learn this. So my goal is to help other people get aware of this because they can protect themselves. Like, just imagine if you had this knowledge when you was 18, 20, I'm 31. If I had to started my kept my career with computer, not career, but if I had kept my curiosity with computers going from the time I first got one, I'd have been way far ahead. I'd have had way more money. Like, and I, that's crazy because we on computers every day. Whether you on your phone, whether you on your tablet, whether you on your computer or work computer, school computer, like we on the mugs every single day, and we don't understand like what happens when you really send an email. We know it just get to the person, but we don't know what it really go through to get to a person. Or when you cut on your computer, you don't know what's really working in your computer to make it work. Like some people ain't that curious, like I am. Still, like having that information like it can get you paid, and you don't have to go to college to learn about computers. You can learn it from YouTube. You can learn basically anything from YouTube. That's how I learned about who I was. I learned about myself from watching not YouTube videos, but like just being guided to meditation from YouTube. YouTube has everything, like it has the rabbit holes basically. So you can go down the rabbit hole from cybersecurity and you can get your career making six figures a year. You could do that in 6 months. So why wouldn't you do that? Like you could take some YouTube courses, which is free. Take some certification tests. I don't know how much it costs, but still, it's not as much as going to a college and being in debt all your life. Like the way I'm taking, thank God I have the VA like pay for it, so I'm getting paid to go to school. But you can do it for free and like you can do it faster because I gotta take the proper steps in the courses that's in the class. So you can potentially, if you got time on your hand, you can learn about computers way quicker than I can. You can get a job way quicker than I can. And like you put me on, like so, it's I'm realizing it's all about networking in this industry. It's all about who you know, what type of person you is, and I'm perfect for this industry. I've been a computer nerd and I didn't even know it. That's the crazy part about it. I've been a nerd my whole life and I didn't realize it. And I didn't wear glasses. But I was, and I didn't grow up in the suburbs. Like, if I did grew up in the suburbs and I wore glasses, I'd have been way different. I'd have been totally different. But I'm glad I went down this route because I gained the knowledge that I needed to know. Like, that's how I'm able to be as successful I am today. So, thank the universe, thank the ancestors, the spirit guides, guardian angels for getting me where I'm at. Thank the universe, thank God, thank you, Jesus, for like whatever. Like I said, I'm a student of knowledge. I'm a student of everything. So whether it's Christianity, whether it's Buddhism, whether it's Taoism, whether it's uh, Moorish science, whether it's whatever it is, you can best believe like I've studied it, like I've learned it. I'm not in it, but I know about it. I know the information. I know like it ain't about if Jesus really lived. Like that energy is real. Like so, I can call on Jesus. Like before I woke up, before I knew who I was a Christian. I was calling on Jesus. Jesus came through a bunch of times, but it was the transition from when I first woke up and I started realizing, oh, my life was basically being led by somebody else. It wasn't what I wanted. Right then, it was like I started saying, forget everything that I learned, but I had to realize it that did help me. It did benefit me, so I can use it now. Like I can be conscious and still call on Jesus because I have that information. I got that understanding, and now I got a connection with Jesus where, like, he Jesus know who I am. Do Jesus know who you is? Like when you pray to Jesus, is it you just keep doing that because you've been raised your whole life to do that? Do you really believe it works? Most people pray and like their life don't get no better at all. So I'm like, who's you praying to? Like, well, no, if I do pray, my prayers come true. Like, so why isn't that happening? I know why it's not happening for a lot of people because they don't fully believe. Like me, I believe like I created my reality. I believe like if I call on spirits is gonna like spirits come to me every single day. I promise you, I talk to spirits be coming to me. I be seeing them, they be talking. and I sometimes I can't, I gotta take breaks from it because it be so much, and it comes in all types of form of fashion. It be thoughts. I hear voices. I like I said, I see them sometimes. So it's like my whole thing is they the ones who be leading me. This is why I'm in cybersecurity. I asked them, I'm like, what can I do that's gonna set me up? Because 2012, did y'all see that movie 2012? Like what? Anyways, if you haven't, this is a can't be a spoiler because the movie old. It came out. I think it was 2012. Still, it's about the world ending, and in the end, only people who got on the boat was the most important people. So I had an epiphany when I was watching that movie, and I'm like, am I important enough to get on that boat? Like the world was the end today with people like, oh, we need Kenneth. Like even though I know I'm important, I know what I know with the world, like people in the Pentagon or whoever, they be like, oh, we need that guy on the ship. So having information, having the knowledge about computers, like it's so many jobs open for like cybersecurity is crazy. Like I said the last video, the unemployment rate since 2011 has been 0%. There's like millions of jobs that's open in the world like that they need cybersecurity. Like and you can start from learning from YouTube video, taking some courses, and, like taking some certifications, putting it on your resume, putting in applications, and people will hire you. Like it's that easy. Like I'm taking a route because I'm taking the traditional route because this is what the ancestors brought to me. Like I said, I asked them, I'm like, what can I do that's going to add more income and that's going to actually benefit me for the future? And that's not illegal. So I had popped up on Instagram, cybersecurity, 6 months, you can get you a six-figure job. And I'm like, well, I don't really care about the job, but the if it could pay me six figures in like within 6 months, like I'd do that. It ain't even no job because the first thing I started reading when I like tapped the ad is like this is not your average 9 to 5. Like this is a lifestyle. And once I got into class, I realized how much of a lifestyle it was. Like this is a true you really learn like I'm really starting from scratch. Like I'm really the kid in the class that's the not the slow kid, but the one who ain't advanced as everybody else. It's like I'm really starting from scratch, even though I've been on computers my whole life. I have no clue of what I like what's going on like within my computer. Like I said, I have no clue of all the shortcuts I could have been using on my computer. Like so as much as I'm learning now, like I said, I'm trying to help y'all so y'all can get onto this. Like my goal is to always create other people, create other entrepreneurs. Like I ain't always trying to say trying to create millionaires or multi-millionaires. I'm just trying to create people who know what they want in life, who can with this lifestyle you can work from home and you can travel wherever in the world you want to, whenever you want. Basically, in 6 months you can do that. You don't have to go to college and get in debt. Like it's that easy, but it's not that easy because it's like learning is that's the catch. That's the trick. You gotta read and you gotta be dedicated to this. Like literally, this is one of the things in my life where I'm like, oh, I know I'm dedicated to this. Like I'll be ready for class to start. Even like I said, I'm not the smartest. Even though I know it's way more people who got way more information. I'll be like, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to learn because I really I love this type of information. Like I said, I was a true nerd. I just didn't know it because I didn't wear glasses and I didn't grow up in the suburbs. But at 10 years old, I was on computers. I knew everything about it. I didn't know the names. I didn't know like but as far as my grandma, like great grandma, my sisters and brothers, they called on me for the computer. Like when something went wrong, like I knew how to do the stuff. Like I was backing up files way back. I was hacking stuff way back. I was on sites I wasn't supposed to be on way back then. I didn't even realize it. I'm like, that part of me is coming back, but it's in school. Like I'm learning now, like, and I'm getting paid to do so. And whether if you can stay with your job, the job you got right now, as soon as you get home, you can start searching these classes, these courses. Like I said, what am I learning now? I'm learning Network Plus. Well, you can get on YouTube right now and type in network plus courses, and they gonna pop up. So you can start from there, and you just watch bunch of those videos. And once I get to the next course, I'll let you know, hey, this is what I'm on. Or you could be always, you could be ahead of me. You can learn what you think you know, and then be like, hey, Kendall, what's next on Because I got a whole schedule, a syllabus, and I can say, hey, this is what you should check out next. Like I said, so I'm trying to put people on. So if you get there first and you got a job or you got a career ahead of you, you like, hey, I know this person who's coming out of school because they looking for people that's coming out of school as well. So, hey, my goal is to not only me be doing this, but for put people on that I know to do this too, because y'all can help me. Like, if I'm the only person who knows about computers, like that doesn't benefit me as much as it can if I know other people who. Because if I come across something I don't know, or if I stumble across, I can call on somebody who do know, or like who know the same thing I know, and they could help me out. So me, I've always been about giving knowledge. And the way I'm giving it this, it ain't spiritual. It ain't about finances. You can get the finances if you like dedicate yourself to it. But overall, like the goal is to learn about what you've been doing your whole life, what you've been on your whole life. Stop being a person who download things. Stop being a person who press the button. Stop doing that. It's time to be the person who knows what they're doing, who creates that, and like create your future. Like I said, if you're making 100K a year, within 10 years you've made 1 million. Minus the taxes, minus the, well, of course, you probably spend your money on whatever you spend it on, bills and stuff. And of course, once we start making money, we start spending more money. We want a bigger house. So, of course, it's not going in 10 years, you're going to have $1 million, but still, think about it. I'm 31 years old now. I haven't made 10 million. I mean, I haven't made 1 million total. I mean, what's crazy is the past 2 years, and I put my finances out there, business stuff. Past 2 years, I've made more than I made in the past like 6, I would say. Because in the military, I was making, I wasn't making great money. Hell, no, I wasn't making that much money in the military. But in the past 2 years, 2021 and 2020, I've been making more than what I've been making in the past. So I know I'm on the schedule. I'm on schedule to like to the millions. And now I got something that's going to back that up whether it comes whether 1 million come from podcasts and whether they come from whatever YouTube, invest in stocks, real estate, whatever. I know that what I'm learning today and for the next 6 or for the rest of my life, because I'm gonna always be trying to learn about computers if it's gonna keep paying me more money. So I'm like, this is only backing it up, and I don't need to rely on a career. I don't need to rely on a job. All I gotta do is be me. Like I said, I'm getting paid to learn. So why not do it? Why not put you guys on? Or why not you take a chance? Most people fail by not even trying. Most people fail by when they before they even try, they may say, "Hey, I want to do something," but in the same moment, they like, like I said, I don't want to start. Over. I don't want to start from scratch. Or I don't want. Well, let's just say moving something. I don't. I know I want to move. I know I need to get out the city, but nah, it's too uncomfortable. I don't know nobody. Like at that same moment, you saying you want to succeed and you want to try something new, you failing by saying, "Nah, all these things is gonna happen. All these things is gonna go wrong." But in reality, only thing that's going wrong is those thoughts right there, and you stand put in the same situation you've been in your whole life. So my goal is to fail. Even if try it, but even if you fail, try it. Like, cause you will never fail by and like continues to go forward. As long as you keep pressing forward, as long as you keep learning, as long you would never fail. Like and while I'm in this class, I had an epiphany a few minutes ago, but I'm like, well, I can never really fail a test if I continuously try. Is that means the next time I try to test, I know the answers that I feel like I know what's on the test. I know what to prepare for. So I try again. And it ain't like the world knows I failed. It ain't like I gotta tell y'all, hey, I failed this test, man. Like, no, I could have just retried again. Like, don't nobody got to know I failed. Like, when you move out to another state, you move to a project or somewhere that ain't that high, as long as you moved out the place, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you're not living in luxury. Like, so the thing is, just do it. Whatever it is, whatever you want to do, just do it. Why not? Who cares? If you like, people is going to say, hey, you shouldn't try that. You shouldn't move. You should stay here. Stay put. Stay where we at. Well, we not doing nothing. We not making no money. We not accomplishing no goals. We just going out doing the same thing. We just laughing, smoking, drinking, like, and not do. See, so my goal is, hey, try it. Whatever it is, just do it. Try it. Like there's no such thing as failing unless you don't start. As long as you don't try, unless you or if you give up. Like, but it's okay to give up if it's not your thing, if it's not working. But anyways, only time you really fail is when you don't. And like, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, isn't I know I kind of went off. I know I've been talking about other random things and all, but still, I know what I said needed to be said, and it was with me. It's burning my ancestor money, burning my ancestors. Like when I call on my ancestors, when I call on spirit guides, they don't want to be speaking. They use me to speak. I'm the channel. Like this flesh, like I said when I before, I'm like, it doesn't matter about what I look like on camera. It doesn't matter if I don't think I look as handsome as I want to be. It's about what comes out, and I most of the time what comes out of me is not from me. It's for people who are calling. Like so, a lot of people I call on Jesus. Jesus might have been giving you what I've been talking about. That might have been Jesus who came through who gave y'all that information. It might have been Buddha. It might have been Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. I don't know who, but I know when I call on like my guardian angels, my spirit guides, my ancestors, whoever needs to speak, they the ones who speak, and it's only to benefit you. It's only to benefit me. Like I'm gonna go back and hear what I said because it's what I'm saying needs to be said to me. Everything I do, I only do it is a reflection of me. So when I make a podcast, when I'm saying on it internally, I'm talking to myself. So when I'm doing this video, I'm gonna go back and look like maybe it's a year from now, maybe it's 6 months from now. I'd be like, oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember like starting from scratch, knowing not having much information about computers, and then like being where I am now. And what's crazy is in my mind, I'm already there. I'm already got in my career. I'm already making six figures. So what you're hearing now is the future me talking to you saying, hey, Kendall did it. Whatever he's doing now, like these courses he's taking now, what's on his screen now, what he's studying now, he completed it. He accomplished what he said he was going to do. Like that's the, that's what I be channeling. Just channeling my future self, if that makes sense. It may sound weird to you, but hey, I'm weird. Like I don't want to be like nobody else. I don't want to act like nobody else. Like I don't want to do what y'all want. I want to be me. I want to be unique. I want to be weird. Like you probably saying like whoever watching this like this, what is he doing? This is crazy. What he talking about is crazy. I don't care. At the end of the day, that's what makes me me. At the end, because what I'm saying is not new. Like, if you listen to me, if you've been listening to my podcast, like what I'm saying is not it's normal. It's very normal. Probably new to you because you probably knew if you just came across this video, and it caught your interest. So don't worry about me. Don't judge the flesh. It's all about what's coming out. It's all about what's being said. So thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, comment. Peace. We out.